There once was an old man who told his grandson a story about two wolves fighting.
Go on, Outlaw!
One wolf was good, a force of light and kindness.
It's all I got. It'll help, right?
The other wolf was evil, the darkest urges and selfishness of man. When the boy asked which wolf would win the battle, the grandfather told the boy, "The one you feed." It's a common story with 1,000 variations, but it rings true. The more we indulge in our darkest selves, the darker we become. The more we work to do good and give hope to other people, the brighter the world. A simple moral, with a not-so-easy means of execution. But put a pin in that, because right now, we're not here to talk about two wolves fighting. We're here to talk about a wolf becoming a man. Created by Telltale Games and released in 5 episodes over the course of 2013 and 2014, The Wolf Among Us is based on characters from the Fable comic series created by Bill Willingham. While The Wolf Among Us can, for the most part, be reconciled with Fable's canon, I'm only going to reference the game and information confirmed within it. And the game tells us this much. Once upon a time in New York City, there lived a community of fairy tale characters known as Fabletown. The Fables who lived there arrived hundreds of years ago, after they were exiled from their homelands. Through the use of a magic spell called Glamour, they have protected their secret community from the mundane world. Sheriff Bigby Wolf protects them from each other. The game is soaked in a smoky atmosphere and awash in neon. The lights are at night garish and uncomfortable. We're in a cab riding down a shadowy street before we meet the man himself. Enter Bigby Wolf. The Big Bad Wolf, to use his full name. He's not the image of a knight in shining armor. He's gruff, awkward, and chain smokes to cope with the smells of the city constantly bombarding him. Depending on how you play him, he's a vicious brute reveling in his power, or a flawed man trying to prove to everyone, most of all himself, that he has changed and can be trusted. Most days, he's both. I've adored Bigby for 10 years now. Something about his clumsy attempts to help, his care for others in spite of how it puts him out, is incredibly endearing. He is very imperfect, and doesn't always say the right thing. But there can be the heart of a hero in that burly chest. It doesn't hurt that he's especially protective of victims and women, and has great hair, is ruggedly handsome, and has Adam Harrington's gravelly voice. Anyway, let's follow his journey. We begin with the sounds of a dispute, to put it mildly. Bigby puffs away at a cigarette, a cheap and repulsive brand to hear other characters describe it. And in front of him...
I'm looking at a 3-foot toad. In a sweater. That's a problem. If you can't afford to look human, you're going to the farm. It's as simple as that.
You can't send me up to live with those animals. You know what I mean.
Go see a witch. Get a glamour.
Bigby, they're bleeding me dry, mate. The quality of the spout goes down, but the rates keep climbing up. Do you have any idea how much it costs to have an entire family in glamour?
I don't make the rules. Sorry. I can't give you a free pass on this, Toad. My hands are tied.
Right.
There's too much at stake. Whatever it costs, it's worth it. You don't want me catching you out of glamour again.
It would seem the spell we were told about has a cost. That aside, the reason Bigby is here is to stop the argument, or at least escort the man out, as he seems the one doing most of the breaking.
This is the last straw, Bigby. He has to go.
Bigby heads upstairs. The scene is shocking. A man who had fitted in a lumberjack convention strikes a woman. Bigby leaps in immediately, and the two negotiate with their fists. The man is angry that the woman doesn't know him. Apparently being the woodsman is a big deal in his book, at least when he's at the bottom of 4 bottles. Bigby lets the insults ride a little while, but after the repeated use of a specific word...
Say that word one more time.
What? Bitch?
He relocates the discussion.
So, how good is your insurance?
Amazingly, the woodsman is still alive, and he's still raring for a fight. He flings Bigby against an ad board, and things start to look bad.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Woody calls for the wolf to come out. Bigby's eyes flash yellow. And then... She seems wary of Bigby, but his eyes are back to normal. He's just a bruised, haggard man. He thanks the woman for her help, and she seems pleased. Probably not a job where she gets much thanks. Woody is amazingly still alive, even with his axe in his head. Faith checks him over for cash he owes and finds a few coins. Nowhere near enough. She takes it out on his gray matter, probably swimming in whiskey. We could intervene, but she seems to kind of need this, and Bigby's sympathy for a coward who hits women and doesn't even pay what he owes for pleasure is limited. He does end up pulling out the axe, though. Fables are hard to kill. Good to know. She tries to light a cigarette. Luckily, Bigby has found a stray matchbook. It'll do her more good in the long run than one light from a lighter. Bigby takes the moment of calm to ask.
Who do you work for, really?
These lips are sealed. Sorry. Hey, you like my ribbon?
If you don't answer my questions, I can't help you.
I'm answering them the best that I can.
I feel like we've met before.
We probably have. We all sort of knew each other at one point or another. But things change, I guess.
I guess.
Woody has made good his escape. Bigby is irate, but the woman catches his wrist.
We don't have to make any more of a thing out of it than it already is.
He hit you. He needs to pay for that.
He's got nothing to give, Sheriff, I checked. Besides, I just swung an axe into the guy's head. I'd say we're even.
She seems flustered, and it makes sense. How often has someone else listened to her? How often has she been able to take hold of a man's arm in a way that didn't end up so much worse?
I'm guessing it'd be bad for you to show up empty-handed.
I'll be fine.
Let's see, I've got, it's 20, 40, 7, 8, 58. Take it.
It's okay. I'll be fine. You've done enough, really.
Just take the money, okay?
He tells her he still needs a statement, and she tells him she'll come by his apartment, the smallest in the woodlands. And she tells him something that seems to strike a chord.
I need to tell you something.
What is it?
You're not as bad as everyone says you are. I'll see you around, Wolf.
With a small kiss on the cheek, a gesture meant in appreciation, she's off into the glow and shadow of night. And Bigby is left with a million questions and the hope of a few answers. For now, it's time to head back home. As he returns to the woodlands, a rustle on the carefully tended bushes draws his attention. A pretty young woman emerges, one he knows.
Beauty?
Hello, Bigby. I wasn't expecting anyone. I know this looks a little odd.
She seems evasive, uncomfortable, shifty. She's heading off into the night alone, and she makes a disconcerting request.
Please, Bigby. Promise me you won't tell Beast you saw me. He worries too much as it is, and it would just make my life a lot easier. Just, please.
Sure.
You promise?
I promise.
Thank you, Bigby. I'll explain it all to you later. I will, but I have to go. Thank you for trusting me. Really, I appreciate it, Bigby.
With a promise given, Beauty's off. Perhaps the young woman from before is in his mind. People have reasons to do things we're not privy to. And Beauty loves Beast. She wouldn't be stepping out. So there must be a reason. Or maybe Bigby just doesn't want to disappoint her. We head inside and the security guard is asleep. A ringing endorsement for the safety to be found here when the sheriff is away. Bigby's mailbox is empty and he heads up to his apartment, but not before being stopped by
Bigby, hey, wait up. Have you seen my wife? Have you seen Beauty?
Nope, haven't seen her.
Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you. Damn it. Something's going on.
Beauty had better tell us and Beast the truth soon. He seemed worried. Surely she hasn't started to... No, definitely not. The Woodlands are referred to as luxury apartments. Perhaps some are, but Bigby's sure doesn't look it. It's cramped and dark, and if his mentioning of cracking a window means anything, the AC is spotty at best. The water works, but there's no ice. Perhaps he didn't refill the tray after another beating required the cubes. And in his fridge is a bottle and a carton of cigarettes. Wait, do people store cigarettes in the fridge? After glancing over a file for someone named Bluebeard, he heads into a living area to rest. We hear soft snores and... So that's who ordered takeout. Bigby seems unsurprised, if exasperated.
Not again.
Apparently Colin escapes the farm frequently, saying it's not the idyllic place it's touted as. Bigby tells him he can't give him a free pass, same as Toad. The rules are the rules, after all. Favoritism isn't a good look.
I didn't escape out of the homelands to end up in some prison, okay? Don't send me back there, Bigby. You don't know what it's like, okay? You haven't been there.
Don't be a pain in the ass. I'll tell you what I told Toad.
And what's that?
I can't give you a free pass.
Lectured by the big bad wolf. He must have loved that.
Colin is hopeful at the sign of a drink.
Nope.
The house didn't blow itself down, Bigby. That's all I'm saying. Do with that what you will. Now, I'm not saying it's reason enough for me to have definitely been offered a drink, but, it would have helped ease some of the pain you once caused me, yes? It also would have shown everyone how different you are now.
If that was all you were saying, I'd be able to get some rest.
I take it all back. This is why everyone hates you.
Bigby could be dismissive or make an excuse, but instead he echoes the words back.
So, everyone hates me.
Nah, I'm just giving you shit.
I'm doing my best here.
Clearly that is not true, what with the selfishness with the bourbon. But, no, hate's the wrong word. They fear you more than anything. You ate a lot of people back in your day.
I thought we were all supposed to have a fresh start here. I can't change the past.
Well, you can't change people's memories either. Look, I'm not saying it's fair, but it's real. People are scared of you. I mean, look at your hands.
Bigby's knuckles are bruised, swollen.
You think my job is easy? You try keeping a bunch of fables from killing each other. How do you think this all works?
I don't know. How?
By being big and being bad.
By being big and being bad.
Colin suspects Bigby's been cruel to everyone he met tonight. Any option we give is met with skepticism. Being near immortal means people have long memories, and going solo is a hard path to choose. A lonely one.
Life is easier with friends, Bigby.
Wolves do travel in packs in their ideal circumstances, after all.
I know you like this whole lone wolf thing you got going for yourself. But I've seen the way you look at Snow, okay? You're not fooling me.
Will you shut up?
Interesting. Even Bigby isn't immune to the longings of love and family for all the big and bad talk.
Well, maybe if my throat wasn't so parched, I wouldn't have to keep talking.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Just give me a drink, please.
Colin, enough already. I haven't slept in 2 days. I went out a second-story window, and I want to get in 2 seconds of shut-eye before I... Look, if I give you this, will you let me sleep?
Yeah, all right. Probably.
It's best to show generosity, even as an unwilling host. And alcohol's not good for REM sleep, and Bigby's going to need all the rest he can get.
Thanks, Bigby.
While he rests, can we just say it? We expect to see these characters in fields and castles, not slumming it in rundown apartments, bars, and clubs. It feels defeated, grimy, unhappy. This isn't what we want for most of these characters. What's pushed them into the bowels of this city, some barely living on the poverty line? Is it the glamours? The inability to let go of the past? Inability to adapt to the mundane world of people who live and die instead of facing down the barrel of immortality? Maybe we'll find out. Bigby might know more, but we're not privy to his thoughts. Whatever he's dreaming of is about to be interrupted. Bigby goes to answer the door. Colin is notably out of sight, and we meet...
Bigby!
Snow?
Come with me.
We were expecting the woman from before, but Snow seems agitated, alarmed. She keeps quiet until we're outside, where we find something covered in a jacket resting on the stoop of the Woodlands luxury apartments.
No.
She's dead. Why? Was she coming to us for help and we shouldn't have let her out of our sight? Was the money not enough? Did someone else find her and... There's work to be done. Bigby explains to Snow how he knows the young woman, and she seems startled that a fable would be reduced to such a state. That seems strange. There can't be that many fables, right? Maybe 1,000 tops? But that's not important right now. He states he doesn't think anything right now, open to whatever the evidence shows. Bigby knows the clean, strange cut of her neck. Something sharp made this, or something magical. Doesn't narrow down the options much in the world of fables. She was also placed here with care, not flung from a distance. And in her mouth...
It's her ribbon. There's some kind of symbol here.
There's a trail of blood and a fragment of ripped jeans on the pointed fence around the back of the building. Fables heal quickly, so it may not help us much. Bigby returns to Snow and informs her of his findings.
Do you have any idea what's going on? How did this happen? Why her?
Someone brought her in from the outside.
That makes sense. There's no signs of a struggle. But how do you know?
I found blood on the fence back there. Someone hopped over.
Okay, good. That's solid.
Bigby's intelligence is on display. He confirms it's someone outside the Woodlands. It's not much comfort.
I'm gonna have to tell Crane about this. As long as King Cole is gone, he's acting mayor. He needs to know. And he's going to find out anyway, so we may as well get out in front of it. It'll just be worse if he finds out we held it from him.
I guess it's useless to drag it out.
That's how I feel too. I'm sure he won't be happy, but it's just part of the process. Hopefully he can be rational about it.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
I'm not.
I just don't want him interfering.
Bigby apparently doesn't see eye to eye with Crane. Snow tells Bigby they'll meet at the business office. That is a lot of people needing help first thing in the morning. Maybe they want to beat the rush? There's no love lost for Bigby as he heads in to continue his investigation. Crane is talking to Snow.
Because you are the one bringing this to me, Miss Snow. The one who so simply stumbled upon this catastrophe on our very doorstep. The last thing I need with Mayor Cole away is a hysteria. Do you understand me?
Yes, of course I do.
Don't interrupt me, Miss Snow.
You asked me a question.
Don't change the subject. You are to blame for this unpleasantness, Miss Snow.
He's blaming Snow? Because she's the bearer of bad news? Oh boy. Breathe, Bigby. Let's be diplomatic here. Hard to do a job when you're in handcuffs after punching at the deputy mayor's lights.
Is that how you see things? Sheriff, you are the one charged with protecting the citizens of Fabletown. Your failure to do so cost someone their life and the safety of the entire community.
Crane demands a suspect after all of a couple hours. Bigby decides the pimp is the most likely target. It makes sense. She wasn't afraid of the woodsman. Besides, is he even in the condition to go after anyone yet?
Well, this is just wonderful. Not only is a fable killed, but it was a fable hooker to boot.
Must not punch. Must not punch. It's a testament to Bigby's character that he doesn't knock Crane into next Tuesday.
Snow.
Yes? Sir?
And Snow's character, too, for that matter. Crane tells Snow to let Vivian know he's coming in early for his massage, and he asks about a bottle of wine. Wait, there's been a death, and there's a line out the door. Shouldn't he be, I don't know, helping try to identify the woman? Running a check on Fable statuses? Instituting some kind of curfew? Seeing if anyone saw anything? Something? The problems in Fabletown are starting to make much more sense. Bigby bites his tongue until it bleeds until Crane is out of earshot. It would cause more trouble for Snow to incur his wrath. And they've got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, Crane doesn't like people smoking and... Never mind. Smoke away.
And possibly a new assistant, in the form of a flying monkey, my pretties.
Buffkin!
Hello, Miss Snow.
Drinking? This early? Where did you get that?
It was by Mr. Ichabod's desk.
Then don't you think it probably belongs to him?
Maybe.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. Tipsy, he goes to find the books of fables. Snow makes a call to Vivian, and as galling as it is to hear Snow reduced to this, we have possible leads to investigate. The magic mirror is tucked in here and a potential source of information.
Your impatience is callow. You're needlessly cruel, but have some respect for our history and rules.
Mirror, mirror. If you're able, tell me all about this fable.
See? Was that so hard?
Yeah, I'm about 2 seconds away from kicking a hole in you.
It can only show us a short image. It's not very helpful for finding locations, but can at least see the status of someone. Before inspecting the books, Bigby is interested in a set of tarot cards on Crane's desk. He turns them over. The first is Strength, a pale young woman with dark hair soothing a fierce wolf. As Bigby notes, Strength comes in all forms. She looks a little like Snow, doesn't she? Next is the Tower, and last is the Ten of Swords. I'm not a believer in tarot, but I did look up the meaning of this suit. Apparently it indicates a complete breakdown, a severing, possibly of beliefs or a way of doing things. It can mean collapse and ruin and betrayal before rebirth. Are these Crane's tarot cards? Was this his reading? Or is this a message meant for us? We should get back to the books. After a little searching, we find a match for the woman's ring. Buffkin discovers the family name is connected to a tale called Donkey Skin. The girl prefers, understandably, to go by Faith. We know her name now. Faith. That was her name.
Also known as... Askin. Prefers to go by the name Faith. Poetic?
Buffkin, we don't need the commentary.
Well, sorry to disappoint, Miss White.
The story of Donkey Skin. There was once a great king with a beautiful queen. The queen grew ill and had her husband promise to only marry the most beautiful girl in the kingdom. After a long search, it became clear that the only woman in the land that could match her beauty was... his daughter, Faith. She had a magic cloak made from the skin of her father's prized donkey that would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom. Eventually, she married a prince who could see past the magic cloak and knew her true beauty. And they lived happily ever after.
Is it any wonder she seemed unafraid of the woodsman? After such a betrayal from her own father, a man meant to love and protect her, but was another bad man. At least he was a stranger. Ever after must not be as long as we think. Buffkin marks the page, indicating Faith is no more. But we have next of kin to notify.
Lawrence. Prince Lawrence.
Bigby doesn't really suspect him right now. Normally the spouse is first on the list, but this is a situation with extenuating circumstances. We can look at an illustration in the books to see many of the fables together. Some characters are almost unrecognizable, but Snow is easy to spot. And around her are... they don't look friendly. And Bigby doesn't appear to like them either.
Yeah, dwarves. less said about that, the better.
After this, Bigby checks the mirror to see if he can glean any information on Prince Lawrence's situation. On a whim, he also tries to see Faith and receives a strange response.
Show me Faith.
Through powerful magic, her whereabouts concealed. Unfortunately for you, these lips are sealed.
What?
These lips are sealed. It's not my choice of phrasing, Bigby. It's simply the way this has to be.
Lips are sealed. Again, that phrasing. What could that mean? But the mirror offers us no more, so we turn to Prince Lawrence.
Show me Prince Lawrence. What's he been doing?
It looks bad. We start to head out, but...
Sorry, I have to get that. Hello, Woodland's business office. Yes, He is. Hold on. Bigby, it's for you.
Toad is in a tizzy, calling for help. It must be a bad situation if he's willing to call back Bruiser Bigby. And he has his son to protect. But Prince Lawrence looked bad, as in bloody knife and perfectly still bad. What's the right choice here?
Hey!
What was that about?
Hard to say. Something going on over at Toad's place.
What about Faith's husband?
I don't know, I couldn't really tell. But he could be in trouble. And we should go there anyway to search her apartment. Toad might have to wait.
Whenever you're ready.
Bigby decides to check on Prince Lawrence first. The knife is hard to ignore. It's a difficult decision to make. Maybe he'll regret it. Snow and Bigby arrive to find the door locked and no response when they knock and call. All normal methods of entry exhausted, they turn to an open window, and the sight is a dark one. Did the same person who killed Faith kill Lawrence? The possibility quickly fades as Bigby takes in the pill bottle, the location of the gun and singe marks at the entry wound, and most telling, Lawrence's wrists. This was a man trying to leave. Why? Has he already heard about Faith? Or is there something more? A letter left on a fold-out mattress confirms their suspicions.
Dearest Faith, I never meant to hurt you, and I cannot endure knowing that I have. This was for the best. I'll see you again. Love, your devoted Lawrence.
He was trying to end things, and he doesn't know about Faith. Snow inspects him.
I should know his face. There are so few of us. I should know his face. Oh my god, Bigby, he's alive!
Wow, he's still alive. Fables are hardy. Even when they don't want to be. Lawrence appears disoriented, probably from blood loss. And Bigby gruffly asks him about his state. Lawrence doesn't exactly remember. Perhaps he wasn't entirely committed to dying, caught up in a moment of shame and self-loathing. He appears to know about Faith's hooking and can't bear being a burden to her. He feels worthless, thinking Faith will be better off without him to drag her down.
I'm useless. I don't want her to have to worry about me anymore. She's better off without me being here to drag her down. She deserves that. She's been through a lot. I just wish I could have done better by her. She's always been there for me.
Bigby gives him the news as gently as possible.
I'm sorry to inform you that your wife has been killed.
No. No. No, no, no. I knew this would happen.
I'm sorry. I am. But I'm gonna need you to help me find whoever did this. So you need to try and remember anything that could possibly help us.
Lawrence drops a name. Georgie.
Lawrence,
A knock at the door draws the group's attention. Snow and Bigby hide while Lawrence plays dead so they can see who is trying to enter. They give Lawrence the gun just in case. In case of what, Lawrence doesn't say. Whatever he would have done with it, Bigby doesn't give him that long to ponder. The invader isn't the sort to talk to himself. so the only way to know what he's looking for is to intervene.
Hey! Stay here!
No!
Bigby takes off after the man, surprisingly spry and quick for his size, but he's no match for the wolf.
Hey!
Bigby corners him.
Why did you run?
What?
Why did you run?
You're looking for the woodsman, right? My employer is looking to ask him a few questions too.
What were you doing back there?
Checking out the guy who was married to the girl. Seemed a good place to start. Tracking down leads.
What kind of leads?
Oh, I can't tell you that. It's confidential. Sorry. Sure you understand.
Nope. Can't say that I do. Come on, you're coming with me.
This could have been easy.
Don't worry. It still is. Come on.
Dumb.
Dumb? Yeah, it is. Look, it'd be much easier for you to...
No, I'm D. He's dumb.
So, these must be the Tweedles from Alice in Wonderland. Not so friendly here.
You almost looked peaceful.
Bigby awakens with a throbbing head and Snow kneeling beside him. The pair have escaped, leaving Bigby and Snow with few ideas.
Except you're lying in a dirty alley.
Yep.
With an open wound on the back of your head.
Yep. Just leave me here.
Come on, get up. We should check in on Toad. See if there's anything there that can get us back on the trail.
On the way, Bigby tells Snow about last night. Things are suspiciously quiet outside, but once inside, we hear Toad comforting his weeping son.
All right, son. All right, he's gone. He's left. It's over now.
When we enter, Toad is sporting a jaunty hat and insists nothing is going on.
Didn't come all this way just for my bother. Sorry, Bigby. It's embarrassing to have to admit, but I thought there was someone else in Woody's place. There wasn't, though. Not when I checked. Nothing but a leaky drain pipe. Imagination must have got the best of me. So, you know, false alarm. Sorry for dragging Miss White into this, but thanks for coming. Much appreciated.
Are you sure there wasn't anyone here?
Not that I saw. And if there was, they didn't take nothing. So, you know, all's well that ends.
He's an imaginative liar, but not a particularly good one. Snow decides to try to comfort TJ.
He's fine, Miss White. Just stung his little toe. Better swimmer than walker, just like his dad. I mean, I'm sorry you came all the way here for nothing.
Someone was here, and something's going on. And just so this trip wasn't a complete waste of time, I'm gonna look around a bit before we leave, okay? The longer you talk, the longer this takes, so just stand over there and shut
All right. I just don't want to waste your time, is all. Have a seat. Have a cup of tea. Whatever you like.
TJ? Are you alright? There you are. I don't mean to intrude, but Flycatcher said you had a pretty awesome insect collection, and I was wondering if you could, perhaps, let me see it?
It has a weevil.
Nothing is ever allowed to happen to TJ. Ever. This is my child now. Bigby investigates, and Toad discovers, to his chagrin, that the sheriff is no slouch when it comes to deduction, and easily sees through his contradictory statements. The constant lies are tiring, but knowing he must have a reason, Bigby keeps his temper in check. Not much of a protector if he has to frighten the truth out of the citizens of Fabletown, after all.
Toad, these stories have made no sense. You didn't cut yourself on the poker. You didn't forget your keys. You didn't bump the lamp off the table. You want to tell me what's going on?
After his gentle but firm refusal to believe the lies, TJ and Snow exit TJ's room, the boy much calmer. Snow notices blood dripping down the back of Toad's head.
Mr. Toad, you're bleeding.
Take off the hat.
He removes his hat to reveal a gash, and Snow begins to tend it. The jig is up.
It was that butcher, a Tweedle, Dumody. You gotta strip them down to their johnnies before you can tell which is which. They come bulging in, screaming about something the woodsman had. Or thought he had, I don't know. He tore up the place, beat me up when I said I didn't have it. And if you had come in when I asked you to, maybe he wouldn't have had the nerve to strong-arm me boy.
He hurt Toad Jr. How awful.
He threatened TJ. His name is on the list.
It's always the same with you, isn't it, Bigby? If I'm in trouble, need help, if I call about something, you always take the livelong day to get here. What if he done something worse, eh? I'm tired of feeling trivial, mate. A lot of us are.
We're sorry, TJ. Really. We were lucky it didn't go any further.
This is a sentiment we've already started noticing. The Fable's in line at the office while Crane waltzes off to a massage. How deeply broken is the system? Regardless, we know that it must have been dumb since we were chasing Dee earlier. And he was looking for something. He warned Toad that TJ would be killed if they ever thought Bigby or Snow found out. Had to underline that name. Toad reveals he has the donkey skin belonging to Faith, and TJ helpfully tells us his father sometimes borrows things from people.
Sometimes?
Only if they leave them behind, of course. Within the fur, we find a letter addressed to Lawrence, and Bigby decides not to open it. It's not meant for his eyes, and Toad tells us to check the trip-trap bar to look for the woodsman, so we're not out of ideas yet.
Every time I think I'm getting a handle on what's going on.
They discuss their leads, that the woodsman was the last person to see Faith alive. Bigby still thinks Faith's pimp is the best suspect for now, and the woodsman might have more information on how to find them. Then the ride turns a bit awkward.
You're doing a really...
Sorry.
I was just going to say, you're doing a good job. I thought you should know that.
How often does she hear that? Between Crane belittling her and Fables yelling at her as she has to cover for him? Bigby probably never hears it, so the fact that he wants to tell her that must mean a lot. And it's true. She has a methodical mind, kindness that helped TJ calm down after a terrifying ordeal. She can reach people, inspire them. If only she were in a position to do more.
Fables that are struggling worse than I'd imagined. We pay so much attention to the residents of the woodlands. You forget there's a whole community out there to serve. To have to turn to prostitution. I wish there was more we could do. This isn't how I thought it would be. But Crane runs things his own way.
She cares. That's the most valuable difference between her and Crane. She's regretting the situation, wanting to fix it. No matter what Bigby says, she believes she is to blame. But he believes in her, believes she can do something, trusts her. How many leaders and politicians in the real world have come to this realization that there is corruption everywhere and that playing by the rules is a lot harder than it sounds? It feels real and difficult and heavy.
It's just a broken system. The Fables who walk in through the back door like Bluebeard, we have all the time in the world for them. You try and come in through the front door, through the proper channels, asking for anything, needing help. Well, I turn you away. Now things are worse off than they've ever been.
Well, that's not true.
Right. We've had it worse, but not by much. Maybe this isn't for me. I thought public service was pure. A way to help.
You'll figure it out. You're better than I am with this political stuff.
Well, that's not saying much.
I trust you to make the right decision.
I hope you're right.
Bigby heads into the Trip Trap bar alone. Snow's abilities will be better spent finding new information. Like everywhere else, the Trip Trap's inhabitants are less than pleased to see Bigby. Other than Snow and Faith, nobody appears to have ever been happy to see him. They're alarmed at best and furious at worst. His reputation precedes him. He tries to be calm, but...
I'm looking for the woodsman.
Well, he's not here. So I guess you can go now.
Look, I'm not even gonna ask where he is now, okay? I just want to know the last time he was here. That's all.
Who?
I'm being nice, so try again.
He hasn't been here for a few weeks. No, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, he hasn't been here in a while, if he's been here at all, which... I don't know.
He a regular?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The one with the bald head and the beard.
Never seen him.
Maybe all fables are bad liars. Bigby decides to poke around a little, finding a matchbook that matches the one he gave Faith. Grendel, the man from the line before, seems ready for a fight.
I'm sensing a very hostile tone from you. Don't deny it. I'm good at picking up on this stuff.
Bigby sits down and orders a Midas Gold. Neat. He doesn't get it, though.
Come on, guys. I don't want to be here. You don't want me here. The sooner you answer my questions,
In the middle of the discussion, a toilet in the back flushes, and the woodsman exits whistling. He's not happy to see Bigby either, but he seems more resigned than anything.
You and me been going at it for hundreds of years. I'm through fighting.
Well, Woody, that makes two of us.
Bigby moves to sit by Woody, though Gren seems ready to intervene. They must be friends. Bigby keeps his cool, and Woody appears open to discussion, so Bigby pops a squat on the stool beside him.
It's funny. Just a minute ago, no one seemed to know who you were.
Yeah.
Neither man seems to know how to relate to each other now that their positions have changed. The big bad wolf was once the terror of fairy tales, and now people are supposed to be happy to see him. The woodsman was the brave do-gooder who rescued a little girl and her grandmother from the beast. Now he's a drunk, beating prostitutes. Though when he's not so deep in his cups, he seems less volatile. Then again, they say drunk words are sober thoughts.
Guess you want to know about the girl.
Amongst other things, sure.
I'd walked past her place for weeks. She didn't look like it, but she had money. I was sure of it. And she wouldn't put up any kind of fight. I was gonna rob her. And the night I finally get up the nerve to do it, there you are. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What are you talking about exactly?
Red Riding Hood, her grandmother. I was there to rob him. But when I showed up, you were already there, lying in the bed.
The idea of Bigby in a little old lady's nightgown is interesting. Admittedly, he would have been in wolf form, but... Woody doesn't know anything about Faith. He's a man at odds with his own identity, and he admits he's awful, but he didn't kill her. Bigby doesn't know whether he believes the man or not, but all things considered, the pimp is still the most likely suspect, especially listening to this big strong man cry. Nobody's been a particularly good liar so far anyway, as far as we know. But we still need to bring him in for questioning.
Bigby, please. You can't. They'll throw me down the witching well, that's what they'll do. And I didn't do it. You know that.
Gren's dander is up and he rises, spitting at Bigby for there being no concern from the office for Holly's sister. She's been missing, and Snow had the unfortunate job of ushering him out the door when he came to ask for help. His complaints are legitimate. He makes a fatal mistake.
I wouldn't call her that. It's happened before, and it doesn't end well. I didn't realize you were the bitch of the bitch.
Don't call Snow that. Ever.
That all you got? Seemed to be enough. Don't be so sure. Oh, good.
Should have walked out of here when you had the chance.
Come on, you're scaring the lady.
Don't worry about me.
Fighting a titan is a bit much for any fable. Beowulf is who brought Gren down in the epics. As he is, Bigby is unable to best the beast. Just a bit more. Just a bit. It's all different now. We're powerful, and it feels good. We can let loose. After what he said about Snow, after all this frustration, after being nice and trying to do things the right way, we can finally cut to the meat and bone of the matter. If we take this approach, we might have found the perp by lunch tomorrow. That's a little brutality, after all. Fairy tales are brutal, aren't they? They're vicious, dark lessons of their original form. He's down now. He can't do anything else. He's in pain. We could teach him a lesson he'll never forget. But
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
it takes an effort. A Herculean effort. Like tearing a dog away from a steak. But Bigby leaves Grin. Stalking back to the bar.
Whiskey. Double.
Remembering he gave all his money to Faith, and aware that the cost of a double whiskey is probably not going to mend the furniture, Bigby tells Holly to submit a damage report to Crane and to add the drink and glass to it.
Don't even think about it.
Is this the type of treatment I can expect if I let you take me in?
No. If you come quietly, you'll be treated with respect. But if it turns out that you killed that girl, well...
Before we can officially take Woody into custody...
Alright, I got $100 for the first bloke that can tell me something about a girl named...
There's a choice to be made. We can't catch them both. Woody or the Tweedle. Perhaps it's the goose egg on the back of his head. Perhaps it's the fact that Woody seems to know nothing about Faith's fate while the Tweedles are actively investigating. But he pounces on the latter to bring him in.
You're under arrest.
I told you I didn't do it!
And you got nothing to worry about.
When they reach the woodlands, the flash of red and blue alert us to a new peril. Mundy police.
Do anything stupid, and I'll throw you down the witching well myself.
One of them about to vomit from the sight of something on the stoop. What is it? Who is it? Bigby pushes forward. And in a moment, the world ends. We find ourselves in a Mundy police station, sat across from a Detective Brannigan. She seems kind, weary, overworked. A kindred spirit, maybe. Bigby isn't talking.
Maybe get some sleep. How are you feeling? I know it's been a long night for you. You look like you could use some rest.
I'll be better when I find who did this, which I can't do while sitting in here.
We all want the same thing here, Bigby.
Before long, something strange happens to her and the other officers.
Are you okay? You don't look so good. Detective Brannigan?
I'm Detective Brannigan.
Yeah, I know. I just said that. Is there something?
Do you hear that? Please. Please. I'm sorry. Just make it stop, please.
They lay unconscious. Bigby is flummoxed.
We have to go, now.
What did you do to her?
She'll be fine. It's just a memory wipe spell. Very expensive, but it works. The whole station will forget the last 24 hours, and everything they saw at the Woodlands. Well, hurry up.
Fable magic is powerful if it can do things like that. 24 hours of lost memory. What other cases might go unsolved because a valuable clue wasn't written down? How many people needing help, calling for aid, will be lost? But that's their world, not ours. We got problems enough of our own. A more awkward car ride there never was. We begrudgingly thank him for bailing us out and explain why we detained Tweedledee.
Bluebeard's currently interrogating him, and he hasn't said anything useful.
He's working for somebody, and whoever it is wants him snooping around every crime scene I've looked at.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're involved in the murders.
The conversation turns to Snow. He's wistful, mournful. Bigby and Ichabod seem to share some affection for Snow. A strange thought, considering the only correspondence we've seen between the deputy mayor and Snow has been him belittling her.
You know, I never get more homesick than when one of us dies. And now, for it to be Snow, I've never been good with these sorts of things. I just can't believe this is really happening.
Yeah, it's hard.
We let him know about our concern for Fabletown gently, less accusatory and more hopeful.
She wasn't really. She said that she wanted to change things, make it easier for Fables to get help when they need it. I'll get it done.
Please, Bigby. For Miss White.
I got it.
Blackbeard is interrogating Dee in ways that would most definitely violate the Geneva Convention. Crane decries the violence, and Bigby, for his part, elects for the good cop routine. Well, except for pocketing the confiscated money. Maybe it's the memory of Faith desperately needing funds, but having a little extra cash handy might be useful. Looking at Bigby's apartment, he clearly doesn't have a taste for the finer things, but money can open doors and assist people. At any rate, we offer his cigar, a drink from his wine bottle. Oh, that's a weird way to drink. Regardless, Dee starts talking, and we discover that Faith stole something from Dee's boss and that Beauty is somehow involved in the Tweedle's business.
Well, that brings me back to my first question. Who are you working for?
You're gonna get me in trouble, Bigby. I can't answer any more of your questions.
In spite of our success, Bluebeard apparently has a fixation on violence. Being the sort of man known for killing his wives, his behavior is hardly surprising. He attacks Dee, and Bigby tries to stop him, and the door opens, and the world starts to turn again.
No.
What's going on down here?
Snow.
Snow is accusatory, horrified at the treatment of the suspect. Bigby defends himself, insisting he tried to stop Bluebeard. It's clear from her expression that Snow isn't sure she believes him.
Yeah.
You really scared us. If we'd just known you weren't actually dead...
I was working on this case. After our conversation in the taxi last night, I got a call from Toad. He said his son found a body. We thought it was Faith at the time. Getting her back here wasn't easy, but hopefully we'll find something on her to help us track down the killer. Or at least to figure out who she is.
I'm glad you took care of things.
We head to the office.
Snow?
What is it?
I'm glad you're not dead.
Me too. So, what's our next move?
We just keep doing what we've been doing. We do our jobs.
And I'm supposed to do what? Sit around the business office twiddling my thumbs? Waiting for the big bad wolf to solve all my problems?
That's not what I meant.
Well, then what did you mean? I told you, I'm tired of sitting around. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
I just want you to be careful. I almost lost you once.
I'm not yours to lose.
It's true. It hurts, but it's true.
I'm sorry. I know it's dangerous, but I'm not helpless. I can take care of myself. I've been doing it for centuries.
After some cautioning from Snow about not terrifying the child, the pair head into the office.
TJ's over there. I don't know if you want to talk to him first or after, but...
Toad and TJ are at the mirror, and we're informed the body and head are in the back, ready to be inspected. Bigby decides to speak to TJ first, to get an idea of how the body was discovered. Toad admits to using the mirror to spy on Bigby, hoping for a compromising situation, but there's no time for that gross violation of privacy. Our boy needs us.
TJ. It's all right. Are you ready to talk to Mr. Wolf?
Bigby shows restraint with TJ, gleaning a little information.
Are you okay?
Go ahead, TJ.
I go swimming at night sometimes, in the river. I wasn't doing anything bad, I promise.
Of course you weren't.
We know you're a good kid, TJ.
You're not in trouble. Just tell me what happened.
I was there, under the big blocks, and I heard noisy feet. And when I hear that, I'm supposed to go underwater and stay real still and quiet.
That's right, son.
Then I saw the lady.
It's okay, son.
Take your time.
the lady fell in. But she didn't have her head on.
Yes? Yeah, I need a blue morpho butterfly for an insect collection. Biggest you got. And do you know any bakeries that make fly-flavored cookies? How about weevil plushes? Hello? My efforts to get TJ presents aren't going well, but there's more to this grisly tale.
Cause she had rocks on her feet, and she kept falling down in the dark parts.
Cinder blocks tied to her ankles. Is there more, TJ?
Is it true? You know when people are lying? I heard you could do that. That's why you're the sheriff.
Yeah, it's my special power. I always know when people aren't telling me the truth. Is there something else you want to say?
Please, don't be mad.
What is it, TJ?
I didn't stay under the water.
What?
I know I'm supposed to, but I was scared, and I went to the top again. I couldn't help it.
So TJ swam up. Did he hear anything?
But someone said, stop laughing. And then I was scared, and I went under for as long as I could.
Wait, you heard someone?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us before?
I didn't want to be in trouble.
Did you see who it was?
No.
Were those the same words they used? Stop laughing? Try to remember exactly what they said.
They said, stop laughing at me.
Stop laughing at me. Let's tuck that away. It might come back up. We send TJ home with his father with our gratitude and hopefully a little enough trauma to work through. I don't know any fable therapists, though they might benefit from them. Now, let's examine the body. We get a glimpse of the witching well Woody was so afraid of. It seems to go down deep and dark. An unorthodox method of execution. Snow is perturbed by the accuracy of the glamour on the woman. There is no ribbon in the mouth, but the wound is similar to Faith's.
But there was nothing in her mouth this time. Do you think it was done by the same person?
Hard to tell. Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
No. He said he wanted to run more tests.
We find a brooch from the homelands and track marks from drug use on her legs. She seems to have led a hard life. But the glamour used has a few errors. Those one wouldn't see from a polished job from the official witch providers. A black market for magic.
Might be a cheap one, just to get the job done.
The witches upstairs know what they're doing, that's why they cost so much. Unless someone is making glamours illegally?
It's not technically illegal, miss. It's not encouraged for sure, but there aren't any laws specifically forbidding it.
Bigby wants to inspect further, but asks Snow if she's comfortable with it. It's her body, after all, or close enough to feel invasive. She undoes the woman's blazer jacket, and Bigby continues his investigation. Crane shows up as well. Oh, good. He'll make everything better, I'm sure. He seems distracted, at least, so he's not impeding our job.
Are you wearing silk lingerie, Snow?
Why do you want to know?
I'm just trying to see if the clothes are exact.
They're not.
What is that?
It's your perfume.
How do you know what perfume I wear?
You can't fool this nose. Also, I saw the bottle on your desk. Looks like someone picked it out for her.
So, someone gave her instructions.
Well, that was awkward. But we do find something valuable. With a bit of finesse from tired fingers, Bigby manages to open the tube when he reveals the pattern of a white stag. Inside, he finds a photo of Snow, torn from a picture that apparently features her and her sister, along with a lock of raven dark hair. Snow's. Someone has gotten close to Snow. So much closer than should be possible. Close enough to want the very scent of her perfume to be accurate and insist on this woman wearing it in their meetups. Suddenly...
She's a troll?
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, she's a troll. Can we move on?
Who is she? That wasn't there before. Who do you think she is? I don't know many trolls, I'm afraid.
Should have left them all back in the homelands.
Add speciesism to Crane's repertoire.
She looks like Holly.
The owner of the Trip Trap? No, she looks a little... Oh no.
What is it?
It's not Holly, it's her sister Lily. She was reported missing, but I guess it just slipped through the cracks.
Oh no. Holly's sister. We only just heard about it now, and before we even had a chance to do anything. Ugh, another life lost. Bigby knows they have to tell Holly, but Crane doesn't want Snow going anywhere. She doesn't take it well.
It's too dangerous. Someone tried to kill you. Bigby, you can't let her go out there with you. You'd be putting her life at risk.
Bigby is not in charge of me.
If Snow wants to come with me, I'm not gonna stop her.
But
Snow is involved in this investigation. Her help could be valuable, and she wants to go with Bigby. He's not going to tell her what she can and can't do. Snow can handle herself. Besides, if she's with us, we can know she's safe. We'll make it safe. Gren and Holly are in a snit, understandable after the chaos and the fact that little Jack Horner is bouncing about looking for entertainment.
Holly, you got a minute?
Why?
Please, Holly. It's important.
Bigby tries to get Holly aside as gently as possible, but Jack is competing with Crane for the most annoying fable within 3 miles of Bigby.
A strange morning for everyone, I think.
Every time I see this guy, he seems to lose weight. It's amazing. It really is. He loses weight and yet somehow keeps all the muscle.
Jack.
Wolfie, my dear, how are you? Because, you know, we were just talking about you. All of us. At the bar, here.
I just need to talk to Holly. Privately.
All right, just give us a second first. I'm dying to hear about the body that came out of the East River this morning. It was a fable, right? Oh, everyone knows.
Tweedledee was just here.
Tweedledee was here. But we had Dee in custody, right? Crane let him go? Why? Not important right now. We let Jack finish talking, and Holly asks about her sister.
Actually, have there been any updates?
I don't know how to say this to you, Holly. The woman we found in the river.
Who was it?
You know who it was.
Silence falls before Gren spits his grief at Snow, at Bigby, at the system.
She might have been saved. She might have been cared for. She might have been...
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry we found your sister this way, and I wish this had ended up better.
It doesn't do anything. Being sorry won't bring Lily back. No fable magic we know of can resurrect the dead.
I just want
It should have been you. It should have been you, and it wasn't.
We don't know that. Snow might not have been the intended target at all. But we're not fact-checking Holly right now. Snow steps forward, and gentleness comes natural to her, as natural as flakes resting on the face of a crying child.
I thought you might like to have it.
I didn't know she still had this. The copper was from a dwarf mine. It's very rare and very old.
It's quite lovely.
Gren,
Yeah?
take off for a bit, would you?
Are you sure?
Gren leaves and Holly is willing to talk to us. Lily was working to pay off debt, namely that she owed to her pimp, Georgie Porgy, at the Pudding and Pie. Apparently debt is how they keep the girls in check. That's the second time we've heard the name Georgie, and now we know where to find him. Before we go, we ask Holly if we can help. Holly declines our offer to handle the funeral, as troll culture dictates she should be burnt before sunrise. Bigby tells her he'll get in touch with Crane as soon as he can to ask after Lily and her effects. Holly stresses the importance of this to her, and Snow agrees to go with her to the office. Bigby, however, has a scent to track, and it stinks of pudding and pie.
That club?
I'll go down there now. See what I can find out from the owner.
You were good with her. I'm impressed. Really, thanks. It just made everything easier.
A pretty young woman greets us.
Oh, Sheriff, what a nice surprise. I'm not sure I've seen you here before.
Bigby's not here on a social call.
Is it business or pleasure?
I've got some questions for Georgie.
Straight to business this time, then.
It'll be fine. I have a way with people.
So I've heard.
We hear a familiar phrase from the woman. My lips are sealed. Again. This seems more sinister than being required to say my pleasure at Chick-fil-A when thanked, though it's about as uncomfortable at this point. We'd find Georgie in the club and... Look, I'm gonna have to do some editing for this bit, as the performer is completely topless. Suffice to say, a young woman is performing for Georgie, and he isn't pleased with the results. Apparently she can't bring herself to smile while being screamed at by a guy who looks like Post Malone's middle school desk. Bigby lodges a complaint.
Leave her alone, asshole.
Sure, whatever you say.
Georgie admits he knows why Bigby is here, and that people around here have to look out for each other, as they can't afford to wait for the business office to get itself in gear when they need help. Bigby brings up the snow glamour. Georgie is unconcerned, and Bigby accuses him of getting the girl's black market glamours. Georgie demands proof, and Bigby shows him the glamour, demanding to know where she got it. He cries ignorance and insults Bigby more, and starts yelling at the young woman again. Bigby refuses to be ignored, but he also refuses to be violent. Georgie, however, is clumsy and knocks over his boombox. He banishes the woman and shoves the box into a janitor's arms. Simple Hans, apparently.
Hold on a minute. Hans, is it?
Hans just cleans up and provides a little muscle when we need it. He's not gonna know anything about the girls and their clients or any of that. No one knows. Don't you get it? It's by design. Discretion is our guarantee, right? And the way we guarantee that is that no one knows anything they don't have to know, including me. I cover my eyes and take my cut. End of story.
Why not look it up?
What's that?
Isn't there a little book with all the stuff about the girls?
Show me.
There is no book. And as for you, Hans, we need to work on your communication skills and have a fairly good idea where to start.
Bigby takes the crowd control bat and just barely manages to keep himself from breaking everything in the vicinity, including Georgie's face.
Sure, go ahead. Do what comes naturally.
Tell me about the book.
You haven't got the slightest clue about anything. Hey, now!
The uncertainty seems to bother the man more, truthfully. He's a coward like any other. He gives Georgie chance after chance, even if the pimp refuses to give up a key for the floor safe Bigby discovers.
Well, well, what's this? Looks like a floor safe.
I wouldn't know. It was here when we moved in.
He even tries to buy us.
I'll pay you.
2 women are dead.
Then quit being a bloody idiot.
But when Bigby has finally been pushed one too many times and gets ready to start breaking... Oh, that's interesting. They sell Huff and Puffs here. I thought nobody liked that brand but Bigby. Anyway.
You might want to stand back.
All right, all right, all right. Bloody come on, then.
You chose the pacifist route. Good for you. Less damages for the business office to have to pay for, at least. Bigby discovers Lily met with Mr. Smith. It's a fake name, but the number 207 catches Bigby's eye. The young woman performing earlier peeks out from the dressing room, and Georgie storms off to make a complaint about our conduct. Bigby heads into the back to see if the young lady might be of any help. In the cubbies on the wall, they don't even get lockers, seriously, there are bits of makeup, notes, and Faith's broken trinket boxes. Lily left Faith a note, telling her she needed to talk to her before she went to an apartment. I wonder if that's relevant. The young woman is sitting at a dressing table, with slightly more clothing than before.
I don't remember ever seeing you here before.
I didn't have a reason to come here before.
Yeah. You're trying to place me. They used to call me the Little Mermaid. Once upon a time. Does that help?
What are you doing here?
Same as anyone. It's a place where I am. Where else am I supposed to be? My name is Nerissa.
Well, Nerissa, I've got some questions.
Of course you do. I don't have answers. You'll have to find those yourself.
Does the number 207 mean anything to you? I assumed it was a room number, but where?
We can't talk about work.
This is a murder case.
I mean can't. These lips are sealed. Discretion is our guarantee. It's how things work here.
People keep using those phrases. What does it mean? This is what I need to know about. Lily's last entry. Who's Mr. Smith? Where's room 207? I have to know.
These lips.
No matter how Nerissa tries, she can't get past these lips are sealed. But she does make an interesting proposition.
Sheriff Wolf, would you like to make an appointment with me?
Okay. What would I need to do?
I need 150. It's not good to be short.
150? Oh, we have that! Thanks, Dee. Your laundry money is going to a better cause.
Not 207?
You'll think of something.
The open arms. This is where they met.
Enjoy your stay. I hope you find what you're looking for.
And like that, we're off, hopefully closer to an answer about the girls who have died. The motel is about what one would expect. Cheap, broken, and depressing. Bigby mixes thoughts on a sugary soft drink known.
This shit'll kill ya.
He heads to the bell to talk to the front desk and...
Want it by the hour or for the whole night? Oh,
You?
I work here, okay? I work the front desk. It's to help pay rent.
This is much less upsetting than the alternative. It's not great, but at least she doesn't have a ribbon around her neck. Bigby shows her the key and tells her about the murder. She states she saw Lily, but never with anyone she recognized. She's only been here a little while, and she acknowledges knowing Dee, but only as someone harassing her for loan payments. And he works for the Crooked Man.
It was from the Crooked Man.
Beauty.
You don't know how desperate I was, Bigby. I had nowhere else to go.
Look, if this ever happens again, come see me or Snow first, all right?
I tried.
Bigby appears to know of him, at least by reputation. Beauty reluctantly agrees to take him back, though she requests her name be left out of the report if possible. Bigby lets his dislike of paperwork be known, and she seems relieved. The sounds of people engaging in hopefully enthusiastically consenting coitus emanates from one of the rooms, and Bigby heads for room 207. Beauty is distressed, not wanting trouble, but finally agrees to try to open it.
In every room in the building, but it's not working.
Beauty!
Oh dear.
Beast?
Bigby? How could you do this to me?
No, sweetie, no. Wait a minute.
How could you do this? We've been together through everything. I took care of you. I love...
It's not what you think. Please.
You're cheating on me! With him?
No, Beast, I promise I'm not. I'm helping him, that's all.
I'll bet! I'm sure you help each other just great! I know what this place is!
This is a murder investigation. She's helping me.
Stop lying to me!
Beast isn't hearing either of us. Looks like another physical negotiation is about to occur.
What the hell do you think you're doing? You aren't even listening to me!
She's my wife, Bigby!
I told you! Stop! Leave him be! This is my fault! Please, no! I understand! Bigby, no! Don't hurt him!
It's easier this time not to hurt Beast more. After all, he thinks the love of his life is cheating on him with Bigby. I mean, who can blame him for being worried? Unfortunately, he tackles us through a door. Fortunately, it's the door we couldn't unlock. Glass half full, Bigby.
What is this? Bigby.
Look what you did to the door! You can't just act like this whenever
Stand
you-
back! You don't want to see this.
Bigby asks Beast to secure the entrance, and he does agree to help. Beauty stays behind, terrified of the sight but wanting answers. Bigby explores the room and makes some discoveries.
What is that?
It's a book about Snow White. Or about the Mundy version of her story, anyway.
Interestingly, a single Huff and Puff has been left in the ashtray. Bigby forgoes the more outlandish ideas of a cross-dresser and such to come to the conclusion that this man, Mr. Smith, has a fixation on Snow White and filling in the role of Prince Charming come to wake her from her cursed sleep with true love's kiss. Plus a little extra. He had the glamoured Lily wear the gown most closely matching Snow's from the book, playing a lilting woodland melody while he entered, even having her take a bite of an apple to sell the perfect image. Last of all, Bigby finds an envelope and discovers, to his horror, that Snow has had her stalker for at least several months. Bigby is in one of the photographs with her, one from last winter. How could he not have seen or smelled them? The Huff and Puffs don't dim his sense of smell that much. He didn't catch any strangers nearby, anyone he would have suspected this from. Who could have gotten this close, been able to take her pictures and hair, get the perfume right, and not been noticed? In the next picture, we find Mr. Smith. Oh no.
What is it?
It's Crane.